अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर फ्रेंड्स, हम आपको वेलकम करते हैं अपने चैनल पर। आज हम इस वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे जून 2022 की करंट अफेयर्स। अगर आपने अभी तक चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। मज़ीद करंट अफेयर्स और पाकिस्तान अफेयर्स, इस्लामियात, जॉब्स प्रिपरेशंस के लिए। तो दोस्तों आइए शुरू करते हैं अपने आज की लेक्चर। पाकिस्तान नेशनल असम्बली कंसिस्ट्स ऑफ हाउ मैनी सीट्स। तो दोस्तों अभी पाकिस्तान नेशनल असम्बली की जो सीट 342 थी पहले, वो डिक्रीज़ होकर 336 हो गए। द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज़ ए 336। नेक्स्ट है करंट IG ऑफ सिंध पुलिस इज़। द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज़ बी गुलाम नबी मेमन। नेक्स्ट है नेम ऑफ द 2 BJP लीडर्स who made derogatory remarks against the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. The correct option is B. Nupur Sharma and Naveen Kumar Jindal. Next, which country signed deals with worth USD 1 billion to settle the land claim of Siksika tribe? The correct option is C. Canada. Next, when Saudi Arabia receives first foreign Hajj pilgrims since COVID began? The correct option is C. June 4, 2022. Next, until June 2022, the verification of around dash Afghan refugees living in Pakistan was completed. The correct option is A. 1.3 million. Next, what is the current Director General DG of FIA? The correct option is C. Muhammad Tahir Rai. Next, on June 5th, 2022, which country launched a spacecraft Shenzhou 14? The correct option is B. China. Next, when Nupur Sharma was suspended from the BJP due to her comments about the Prophet, peace be upon him? The correct option is B. 5 June 2022. Next, on June 5, 2022, which country fired 8 short-range ballistic missiles toward the sea of its east coast? The correct option is C. North Korea. Next, which is the 20th European country to adopt the euro currency from 2023? The correct option is C. Croatia. Next, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson won a vote of confidence on? The correct option is C. June 6, 2022. Next, who is the winner of the French Open 2022 men's single title? The correct option is B. Rafael Nadal. Next, which country has most number of universities in the world? The correct option is C. India. Next, who is Nabi Berry? The correct option is B. Speaker of the Parliament of Lebanon. Next, which country has recently signed a free trade agreement FTA with the United Arab Emirates? The correct option is B. Israel. Next, Li Qiang is the China's dash. The correct option is A. Prime Minister. Next, according to the World Bank report, dash million people globally have no access to electricity. The correct option is B. 733 million. Next, when is the World Bicycle Day celebrated every year? The correct option is B. June 3. Next, Turkey's national name at the United Nations has been changed from Turkey to. The correct option is B. Turkey. Next, which country has recently voted to join the European Union's defense policy? The correct option is C. Denmark. Next, when German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock visited Pakistan for the first time? The correct option is C. June 7th, 2022. Next, Sindh government presented the budget with an outlay of Rs trillion for the fiscal year 2022 and 23. The correct option is B. Rs 1.71 trillion. Next, who presented the Sindh budget for the fiscal year 2022 and 23? The correct option is A. Murad Ali Shah. Next, when Sindh government presented the budget for the fiscal year 2022 and 23? The correct option is D. 14 June 2022. Next, the KP government presented the budget with an outlay of Rs billion for fiscal year 2022 and 23. The correct option is C. Rs 1032 billion. Next, who presented the KPK budget for the fiscal year 2022 and 23? The correct option is B. Taimur Salim Khan. Next, when KPK government presented the budget for the fiscal year 2022 and 23? The correct option is B. 13 June 2022. Next, who becomes the first Pakistan cricketer to win ICC Women's Player of the Month award? The correct option is C. Tuba Hassan. Next, the Punjab government presented the budget with an outlay of Rs billion for the fiscal year 2022 and 23. The correct option is B. Rs 3.226 trillion. Next, the Punjab budget for the fiscal year 2022-23 is being termed as. The correct option is A. Roshan Rahe Naya Savera. Next, Punjab budget for the fiscal year 2022 and 23 presented on. The correct option is B. 13 June 2022. Next, who presented Punjab's budget for the fiscal year 2022 and 23? The correct option is B. Awais Leghari. Last, who is the current president of Venezuela? The correct option is D. Nicolas Maduro. तो दोस्तों ये था आज की वीडियो। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। टिल देन अल्लाह हाफिज़।